So today we are doing another tutorial. This is kind of inspired by Taylor Swift because she often wears very kind of grayish tones on her eyes, and I really wanted to recreate it, but I skipped on the red lips because I thought, you know, I wanted to do something a bit more wearable. But obviously if you really want to follow this Taylor signature look, then definitely red lips are the way to go. But she also wears sometimes nude lips, so this is what I came up with, and I hope you guys are going to like this tutorial. And if you do, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on any other of my videos. And if you want to follow me on other social media, I'm mostly active on Instagram, quite active, not gonna lie, so make sure that you do follow me there if you want to. The link is going to be right below this video. And now let's go ahead and get into the tutorial. So first you're gonna need any soft eyeliner pencil of your choice. I chose a kind of a chocolatey color from Inglot. This is the 530 technical eyeliner, and I'm smudging it on my upper lash line and also kind of in the outer corner and crease. I'm not doing this in any like specific clean way. I'm just kind of slathering it all over my eyelids, and then using my pinky finger just to smooth it out and have a nice and even base all over my eyelids. And then after that, I'm also gonna take the same eyeliner and just apply it on my lower lash line, just because I want to balance out the eyes, and especially when you're doing a smoky eye, I think this is a very important step. And then also I'm using my pinky finger to blend out any harsh lines that I might have and have a really nice and even base for the eyeshadow that I'm gonna be applying in a minute. Cause if you want love, we'll make it. Swim in the deep sea. Next I'm taking the Inglot 454 Pearl eyeshadow, and I'm applying it with a short shader brush all over my eyelids. And the warm base that we applied earlier is just going to warm up the whole look and give it more dimension, and also it's going to make it a little bit less cool and tired looking. And then I'm using the same brush to kind of blend the color right into the crease as well, and blend out the pencil that we applied earlier even more. And then with a smaller brush, I'm just going to use the same color on my lower lash line. And Taylor often has a very smudgy lower lash line, and the gray tones are always there, so that's why I wanted to kind of smoke it out a bit further than I normally would. And then I'm using my favorite 453, I believe, also pearl eyeshadow from Inglot, and with an angled eyeshadow brush I'm just applying it on my brow bone and also in the inner corner to highlight. This is really going to open up the eyes and also kind of tie the whole look together, and it's also gonna give a little bit of shine, not that much glitter or shimmer, just that really nice shine on the brow bone and inner corner. Then I'm going back to the same eyeliner I was using before, and I'm just going to apply it to my waterline and also tight line. You can definitely go with a black liner if you want to, but I feel like since Taylor often, I mean, she has very light coloring, so obviously she doesn't wear that much black just because it could look very harsh. So if you want to have that kind of natural definition, definitely a brown or kind of that softer gray color would be a better choice than black, but feel free to use whatever you want. And then just to make the look even more defined, I'm gonna take a very precise liquid liner. I'm using my favorite L'Oreal Superliner, which I'm gonna show you in a second right there. I'm just gonna do a very thin line right at the roots of my lashes, just to make the roots look a bit thicker and also hiding a lash band that I'm gonna be applying in a minute. So as always, before I apply any falsies, I will go on with my regular mascara routine. So here I'm using my Tarte lash curlers, and then I'm going in with my Grow Lashes mascara from Revlon, which is currently one of my favorites. It does tend to smudge, but I do really like how the lashes look from applying it. So I'm applying it both on my top and bottom lashes, and then I'm going to use my current new discovery from Mink and the false lashes in Sunset that are very wispy and long but still look very, very natural, and they're super easy to apply. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be wearing today, and then we are actually done with the eyes. Then to give my face a little bit more warmth, I'm using my Collistar bronzer with my Real Techniques blush brush, and I'm just applying it basically all over my face, so on my cheeks, my chin, my nose, my forehead, everywhere, and doing a little funny dance because I started filming my tutorials to music and it might not be such a great idea. Then I'm taking my apricot blush from NYX, and with the same brush I'm just applying it right on the apples on my cheeks and blending it into the bronzer that I've applied. And then we are singing and going crazy. Okay, great. Okay, to highlight, I'm using my Real Techniques stippling brush and my eyeshadow that I was using to highlight my eyes, and I'm just applying it right on the tops of my cheekbones just to give myself a nice healthy glow. And this really does make a really big difference. If you're not a fan of highlighting, if you never tried it, you definitely have to, because it will make a really, really big difference on how your skin would look. Then for my lips, I'm using my Coral lip liner from NYX, which I just love it. It's awesome, and I'm just messily applying it all over my lips. Yeah, this is a very neutral type of liner, so you don't have to be too careful with it. So I'm basically just using it as a lipstick, and that is a trick I've been loving lately just because it is so long lasting. And then I'm using my 182 lip stain from L'Oreal, which is just a very milky pink shade, and I'm just applying it on top of the liner to give myself a little bit of gloss. And then we are done with the whole look. So much for watching. If you have any other video requests or tutorial requests or anything in general, then just leave it in the comments below, or you can contact me through email or messages here on YouTube. I reply to all of my messages, comments and everything, which can be kind of hard, but I'm still doing it. So yeah, make sure that you do leave a comment if you want to, and I'll talk to you guys super soon in my next video. Bye!